Hey guys, welcome to a video. My name is Antonio. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far and happy weekend, Super Bowl weekend to say the least. I'm so excited the Eagles are finally again in the Super Bowl. Let's go Eagles. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you an Eagles fan? Let's go. I'm so pumped. All right. You guys caught me. You know why I'm making this video. Your boy, again, I know, I'm addicted to cleats. It's what I do, it's what I know best. And I spoiled myself a little bit. I was waiting for the right colorway to come out. You already know probably by the title of the video. I got the Phantom GX's special edition, guys. Guess the colorway. Guess the colorway. You won't guess it. You won't guess it. You won't know. You won't know. Alright, if you guessed the Blaze colorway, you are so right. Look at this. Look at this. How is this even a boot bag? Are you kidding me? Look at these. Look at this bag they give you. It's the real deal, baby. Oh my gosh, you already know I already wore them. I got them today, and I already wore them, and I'm that impressed. That's why I'm gonna make a video super quick, breaking down these cleats, revealing them to my first impression. Alright, so obviously, the boxes came in were super cool because they were reflective, which is super neat. Never seen that before. I like that. And then obviously the bag itself. How cool is that? And it has this like really nice material. It's like a really premium bag. The only bad thing about it is that it's white inside. You do get the classic zipper for your keys and all that good stuff that you want to throw in there. Obviously it's a regular size bag. You see it fits the cleats really well. But it has this really cool flame theme going on. I love it. It's like an orange, yellow, super cool with the Nike check on the front and back. So cool. Let's go ahead and unbox the crap out of these. And you already know I wore them. I have to. I have to.
So where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Alright, getting the cleats out. Here we go, guys. Oh man. And let me tell you, right when I put them on, I knew I didn't have to break them down because they were already broken in. It was the weirdest thing ever. And right away, also when I put them on feet, guess what cleats they reminded me of? Guessed the Hypervenom Phantoms that Neymar literally wore at Barca. You're right. These literally reminded me exactly like those, but better structured and more of a better lockdown, if that makes sense. They have better structure and lockdown. If you guys never worn Phantoms before in the past, then you're pretty much wearing it with these guys with way better lockdown. So you are lucky because I had them in college. That shows you how long ago that was. But I had them in college, the Phantoms, and they were nice because they gave you the best barefoot feeling. The only thing I didn't like about them was the lockdown. And these have such good lockdown. This is good. I was scared that they didn't have good lockdown because I was watching Jay Mike's video. And he said that from Unisport, he said the lockdown wasn't very good. But I could definitely see that happening. because I guess people just don't really have what'd you say, babe? Yes, I want the mashed potatoes. I'll bring it out there, okay? She's making me mashed potatoes. I love her. Oh my gosh. That's my wife, Teresa, by the way. But they were saying in the review at Unisport that they didn't have good lockdown, which is weird because that's almost why I went for the high top version. But I think the low top version literally looks better, in my personal opinion. I don't know why, but I just think they do. I think the collar that covers the laces just looks really distracting. And I know a lot of people that have worn covers from Nike before. You know, like the Phantoms back then also had covers for like the high top version. I forget what pair of cleats those are. If I do remember, I'll put it down below. But they also had a lace cover, and they would always be torn from like tackles and everything. And I didn't want my cleats to look crappy with like tears over the flaps. So, nah. So picking these up, guys, like I said, I literally was able to break them in immediately, and that's no, seriously, I'm not even making that up. That's not even an exaggeration. But you'll see that the heel doesn't actually have any like plastic in it. So you can push down on the heel on both of them. It's kind of crazy. And they literally just, they're good. They don't require any breaking time in the heel, which is usually where you get most blisters and you get a lot of breaking time that you need to put in because this plastic needs to soften. But since it doesn't have a huge heel counter, it just has a heel counter kind of like on the side here and on this side, you don't have that much breaking time with the heel. And also with this material that they're using in the front, so this is called, you can see it right there, Nike Grip Print. And literally, guys, you can feel the texture across the upper. It's really, really apparent. Like, it's weird. It's like every one of these dark grooves has grip in them. And let me tell you, it feels really, really good when you're touching the ball, when you're trying to get curve on the ball. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy compared to like Predators, because Predators definitely do a better job at that because they actually have rubber elements that are thicker and more rubbery. But this upper, when you're getting a first touch in these, you can literally control the ball better because of these like rubber grips that they have in here. Like I said, it's nothing like a Predator. Nike is definitely doing something different with this Nike grip that they have in here, or Nike print that they have in here, excuse me. But it's really, really good, and it definitely adds extra touch to the ball. Like, I just feel like I can control the ball way better. And let's take a look at the sole here. Super sick sole. Like, if you guys see this, it literally has fire in the sole. And this sole with this X, by the way, guys, it's called the GX, and the X comes from the sole plate because it's supposed to be very flexible to your foot. So it doesn't have a really good spring back at all, to be honest. Like, you can tell it just doesn't have good spring back. But what it does have is has really good flexibility across the board, which I personally love. I love the flexibility because it feels like your foot is just naturally in the boot, and that's why it reminds me so much of the Phantom, because of how flat the toe box area is. You see that it doesn't have any extra padding. It really just reminiscent of your foot barefoot. That's literally what it feels like. Especially with the sole, it just has so much flexibility and give to it in a good way that makes you feel like you're barefoot and just have extra traction because of the studs. Remember, guys, this is just my first impression, so I'll definitely break down the cleat once it gets to 1 month. But another thing that I really like is the whole aesthetic of the pattern. It's really cool on your feet. It just looks really classy. When I was out there playing today, a lot of people asked me what cleats these were, and I was just so impressed by the colorway. I think this colorway looks so good. The Blaze colorway looks fantastic. It's definitely an orangey yellow. More yellow on the top, obviously. Definitely more reminiscent of like yellow here, at least. And the laces are definitely yellow. But this part right here is orange for sure. And then obviously the sole plate is orange as well. But look how good they look. Now it does have this Nike check here. And people also said that that got in the way and that they can feel it. Out of my first impression, and I played for 45 minutes to an hour in these, I never felt this Nike check, but it is a little weird that they added the Nike check right above the other Nike check. It looks cool, but this actually elevates over the skin of the cleat. So it looks really weird, and it can definitely get annoying if maybe you have a really wide foot that it just kind of like sticks up. It's interesting. What?
Did you feed the pit bull?
No, I gotta feed him.
I'm feeding him now.
Okay, thanks, babe. Alrighty, guys. So before I try these on, I just want to give you guys my first impressions and a list. So let's start out with the pros. I love the grip, super nice. The Nike grip print is really nice. Definitely gets a little bit more of a flare when you're getting a touch on the ball. When you're going for a long ball, I can tell that you also get good friction. Nothing crazy when you're shooting, but the grip is definitely there and it's a nice addition to the cleat. Another thing that I love, the sole. The sole doesn't have that spring back that Nikes or Pumas give you, unfortunately, which I really do like because it keeps you on your toes. But for actually some cleats that you just want to have your foot feel relaxed and like move really naturally, these are going to give you that. They're going to be nice because it's a wider fitting boot. I have narrow feet, as you can tell, but still, I felt great in them. And I just felt like I was barefoot out there, which is a nice addition because sometimes my feet just hurt. I need a pair of boots to relax my feet, and this will definitely give you that because of this X frame that they have on the bottom. I just think it really allows the cleats to feel really flexible and calm because it naturally is able to move. And with this stud pattern, it's aggressive, but also really nice to pivot in. Like I said, I wish it had a little bit more spring, but still, I love the flexibility of the frame. The other thing that I really like about these cleats, oh man, they're sick, is obviously the colorway. The colorway is sick. They look so stylish with this upper material kind of splitting up the laces. And I just really like the way the colors clash. They did a really good job with this. Like, oh man, this looks so stylish. So stylish. Really like this. Love it. And obviously the upper being so flexible and soft, like the heck, I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And just made it really easy to play right away and no blisters at all. I didn't get any blisters whatsoever, guys. Like my feet feel good. It's kind of crazy. So this upper is nice and the heel felt super good. Heel with this upper, it's kind of crazy. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it. But let's jump into the negatives. There's a couple, like 3 or 4. First negative, which I don't know if it's a negative or not, but one thing that I don't like about them is that since they don't have that much structure, it kind of feels like my foot, I have to get used to the way like I kick the ball, I dribble, and things like that because there's not that much volume in the cleat. And it's kind of just up to your foot to give it that volume or fill out the cleat. I don't know if that makes sense, but since they don't have that much structure, it's really up to like your foot, maybe even like the socks that you're wearing, because I would have to wear thicker socks because right around here, right around this area, I feel like my toes don't fill in the entire cleat because my feet are narrow. So it kind of feels like there's some gapping around my like little toe areas. And I don't know, it's interesting. I was able to get used to it after kicking it for a little bit. I definitely had to kick it a lot different than in my Vapors. Not necessarily a problem, like a good thing or bad thing. Just one of those things you just have to adjust to. It's just like wearing Adidas cleats and you know, Nike cleats. There's just certain things you have to adjust to when you're wearing cleats. Another negative, or this is definitely a negative for me at least. This is why I'm glad I didn't get the high top version. But as you guys can tell, when I'm folding this down, it's hiding 3 like 3 laces. So it's hiding a crisscross lace and also hiding another straight lace. So right here, there's one lace that's obviously going straight, and then there's a crisscross here, and then obviously it starts crisscrossing higher and higher up. I hope that makes sense, but you'll see that in there, there's some deeper laces. It ends right here, and you definitely have to kind of like fit your finger in to like tighten the cleat tighter. It's kind of annoying when you have them off. It's easier to get in here, but when you have them on, it's really, really hard to dig deep in here. And for me, I always like tying my cleats really, really tight. So that may be something that you may, or may bother you or may not. Definitely bothered me because it's kind of hard to get in there to like tighten things up. But like I said, it's nothing that's a deal breaker for me. It's just kind of annoying. Leads me to the final thing that I don't really like about these so far. And like I said, this is all first impression things, so nothing crazy, but the last thing that I didn't like about the cleats is, guess, you guys guessed it, it's because the dirt. I can tell that they already get dirty pretty quick. So you might have to clean these a little bit more often than usual. Now, I already kind of cleaned them off because I kept getting like a lot of dirt in this area and this area, and as well as like this outer area for me. I was playing grass. Granted, the grass was a little bit dirty, but I feel like the cleats were just a little bit dirtier than usual after my first playthrough. And that's definitely something that you'll have to like take care of. I don't think this material right here will be easy to clean, especially if it gets into here. Now, obviously, I like keeping my cleats like really clean, so just something that kind of stuck out to me. Just felt like the upper got a little bit dirtier quicker in my playthrough in 45 minutes than usual. Like, you can already see that it's like dirty here too. So it's just something that kind of bothered me because I definitely like to keep my cleats clean, and you can already see, like, look at that. And that's on grass. So imagine on turf. Might be getting really dirty. Like, look, you see, got dirty here. I didn't clean it that well there. But that's definitely something you'll have to maintain. So that's definitely something you're going to have to consider. You know, it's just me being nitpicky, but those are the main things that, for the first impression, came out to me pretty quick. Like I said, I'm going to make another review in about 2 weeks, breaking down these cleats, and I definitely would give them like a 8.5 out of 10, just because of how barefoot you feel. Like, wow, I'm impressed. They're really, really, really nice. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick to that 8.5 out of 10. Like, literally, guys, I would give them like a 9 out of 10 right now. I really had a ton of fun in these. I'm going to go ahead and try these on for you guys now so you get a really good idea how they look on feet. Let me know down below, did these really make you want to cop them? Are you copping them? And would you get the high top or low top variant? Be interested to know. Maybe I should get another pair? Let me know down below. Are you guys copping these? Should I get another pair, another colorway? Let's go. Love you guys.